Okay, y'all. This is Aries from Fireworks Oracle, and this is part two of what was it called? Or a divine masculine or a masculine who's trying to become divine, um, like on his way. Uh, his heart's cracking open or something like that, which is beautiful. That's the way things are supposed to happen. Anyway, in a perfect world, anyway, which is what we're aiming for, right? Anyway, it's late. It's like 12:30 a.m. the 23rd, the morning. It's the middle of the night, 22nd, 23rd. Um, I I've been busy and then I took a nap. But I woke up and I decided I'd finish this read because if you remember, if you want, go back and watch the video from this read, okay? But somebody's tired of taking swords in the back by friends or family or whatever. They're done with that. They're starting to think about a relationship. They're taking their swords back. People are whining and pissing and moaning, boo-hooing, heartbroken about, some masculine saying, I'm done listening to you. I'm a grown man. I'm going to go off and have a happy life. You all do it. And you're trying to keep me from doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. And flip the roles. This could be feminine, but I believe it's masculine energy. My intuition tells me it's masculine energy by the behaviors, okay? But this could happen to a feminine. But I see where in this reading it's a divine masculine because his heart's cracked open based on the candle, and everything that happens is not a coincidence. It happens for a reason. And that's just been the way it's been my whole life, and I'm dealing with it now. I'm in, I'm intuitive, I'm psychic, medium, clairvoyant in every way, and I'm not hiding it anymore. um, I'm using it in a good way, and there's nothing wrong with it. So some people were uncomfortable with it because they're like, oh my God, she knows about all these horrible things I've done. And I'm like, oh, great. All the bad negative feelings I had when I was around you are correct. And everything, I tried to ignore it. And I tried to shrink my wings to it was codependency, I was like family members and stuff that I thought I can inspire them and just keep being cool and deal with it. No, I can't. I won't. I'm not doing it. So it could be a divine feminine energy. I'm not shrinking myself to fit under anybody's boot heel. No way. I'll be someone's equal. Hell yeah. But anyway, they've been working really hard. No time for love and everything. And, people been negative with them. They took the swords back and said, kick rocks. And by the way, I'm taking all these swords that you put in my back. I've removed them and I'm taking them with me. So if you come in and try to fuck with my relationship that I want to go and have, because he's all in green, that's the heart chakra color. I'm going to go off and live a man's life. And I'm ready to start trying. And don't forget, I've got all these swords now. So don't come and try to fuck up my relationship with my woman. Okay? So people are like, boo hoo. Well, boo fucking who. And so they were working a lot and everything, just that's they decided to do to cover their emotions. And they're thinking about ways to fit in love with someone, a true love, not this friends with benefits crap. None of the, somebody tripped and fell in love, and they've been fighting it, like fighting it tooth and nail, like listening to their friends or family about, oh, you don't need to be in a relationship, blah 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 blah, because but they were fighting this. He's all in green, heart chakra color, and he's about ready to jump off the cliff, saying, I'm going, and you guys are not going to stop me. But they're tired of fighting life. So there's life on the end of these wands, but it's people in their lives, um, probably 7 of them at least, saying, no, you're not leaving, we want to sponge off you or whatever. And we don't want some feminine to have you because you'll go off and be happy. And then we can't use you and scapegoat you and sponge off you with all the money you make, of the hard work you do. You'll go off and maybe have a wife and a life and be happy and live a grown man's life. So this person's tired of fighting that shit, and they've been fighting it, and they're ready to. They don't care if they've got the wrong shoes on or not. They're out of there. I remember the last time I left some bullshit. I don't know if I had the same cowboy boots on or not. I'm sure I did, but it didn't matter. They were on the right feet. They're the only feet I have. Anyway, I did not care. I was in shorts and cowboy boots, and I loaded up my fifth wheel onto my truck, and I bolted, hooked and booked, and I painted my rear view mirrors black, and I didn't look back because it was toxic and bullshit. So somebody who's doing this is like fighting off all these wands, like people saying, no, you're not going. And he's like, grabbed whatever he could put on his feet, and he's fighting them off because he's trying to leave and go have a life. Okay, bravo. So then it came to, like, I was saying, do you want to stay, you want to stay in that dark hermit energy, trying to figure stuff out, worrying about it, sleepless nights, anxiety. Yeah, you're starting to let the divine lead. But what you got is your rod and your staff to comfort you. But for real, this guy's trying to find his way around in the dark by himself now because he's kicked everybody to the curb that didn't have good intentions for him and didn't want him to leave for their own selfish reasons or jealous reasons or whatever. Who knows? Your situation. So they're seeing through, they're seeing the truth behind the lies now. And they're saying, I'm going to let the divine lead, the Holy Spirit lead me. And I'm not on the same frequency with all these people anymore. I'm leveling up, and I want to go forward and have a life. And I'm not going to listen to my friends or family or, addictions or people or places or things or what, cousins or siblings or parents or exes or baby mamas or whoever. They're not friends, friends or whatever, saying, oh, you don't need to be in a relationship. But if you notice, they are. And do you ever feel like you're just the odd man out? The only one doesn't have a mate, and they tell you don't do it. They all say it. Even a husband and wife team will tell you, you don't need to be hooked up with somebody or something like that. They talk negative about it, and you listen to them, and it kind of brainwashes you a little bit. But then in the back of your head, you're thinking, I wonder why they say that, because it just doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't make any sense. They're they're selfish, narcissistic assholes. Like they're selfish. They may have wanted to, keep you around for themselves to take all the money, borrow all the money you make or use you for stuff, So they didn't want some woman in your life, divine feminine, that, deserves you and you deserve her. And so they could have control of everything that you've created for yourself, okay? So, yeah, heartbroken. It's like boo-hoo. Well, again, remind them, I'm taking all those swords you put in my back with me. So if you come into my relationship and you try to make it difficult on us, we're going to band together. We're going to form a strong foundation, and everybody better fall in line because we're going to stand together. And that's how it is with divine masculine and divine feminine union, okay? And these people are walking away like, oh my God, I didn't get my way. And just and don't forget, I have all these swords that you put in my back. I've got them now. So if you want to come at me, just remember, I've got all the swords. So I was saying about there was a song coming up in my head. It was about, make sure this thing's still going. Yeah. Okay. There was a song in my head, and it was when I channel, there's so much information coming through my head, and I have to watch a playback before I upload it because I can't really remember what I said because it's all channeling. And so I remember now, on the playback, I watched it before I uploaded the one before this one. Okay, this is part 2 again. I'll remind you. I said something about a song, and it was "My Heart Is on Fire." It's that song by that Gary something. It's my love is alive. My soul's like a wheel that's turning. Or it's my heart is on fire. My soul's like a wheel that's turning. I think it's my love is alive. My soul's like a wheel that's turning. I, you know, it's an older song, but it's really good. So that was coming in because I held up the Gaia Oracle cards and said, "Isn't that beautiful?" Like Heart on Fire. Well, I was mixing the two songs together because they were both coming in to my channeling at the same time. I was saying, I was singing the tune of "This Girl Is on Fire," and at the same time, I was trying to say, "My love is alive" at the same time. So, if I get a chance, I will link both songs, or at least the one by that Gary whatever. My love is alive, or yeah, my love is alive. Um, I'll link it in the comments of this video so that you guys can hear it. But both of those songs were coming in together, and I mixed them up. It was pretty crazy. So anyway, I was chopping the cards, the Gaia Oracle, and just as the video went off, the card fell out. This has happened before, but you're not going to believe this, okay? If you remember everything we talked about, this card popped out, and I thought, Zen Garden, huh? And yeah, it's called Zen Garden. Look at the tree of life growing up, and someone's third eye is bright, it's open, all this life around them, and it's very zen, and she looks very peaceful. or it could be a masculine energy feeling very peaceful. But it's called Zen Garden, and underneath it says inner sanctuary. Inner sanctuary. Just think about that for a minute. It's a circle like the moon cycles, and we go through these cycles, and the trees that grow up around it, it's like the tree of life growing all around this person. They're getting ready to finally go through the cycle and get to their Zen garden, get rid of all this shit that was lies behind the truth, bullshit behind the truth. And they're getting to their inner sanctuary. This masculine is becoming divine. He's letting go of all this stuff, the lies and the bullshit, and people trying to hold him back from going toward having an adult family of his own, whether there's kids involved or not, or, there could be an age difference either way. It could be anybody. I'm talking to, someday when my channel is grown, I'll be talking to thousands of people, and these readings are all timeless. It doesn't matter when you listen to them. They're for you or not at the time that you see them. And, it might pop up in your autoplay out of nowhere in a year from now, and you'll hear it and go, whoa, that's crazy. It resonates with me. But this is card number, I'm really tired, so I can't see very well. Let me try to focus. Number 38. 3 and 8 equals 11. 11. Union with divine feminine and divine masculine. Their Zen garden together, their inner sanctuary. First, you get yours, and you become equally yoked within yourself, and you get your own inner sanctuary, your Zen garden, and each person in the relationship, or they grow it together. And but I feel like somebody's a little bit ahead of the game in this situation. Like, if this is all a divine masculine going through this, and he's ready to put his foot down and say, I'm this age now. I want to have a wife, or a spiritual marriage, type. It doesn't have to be on paper, but everybody's different how they like to do their commitment. Somebody wants a commitment to somebody, and their heart is cracked open, and they're not stuffing it anymore, and they're not listening to their friends and family who want to keep them bound and chained to them for some reason. Could be money, it could be just jealousy, whatever. And or they might if it's parents or something, they might not agree with, or this divine masculine might be worried about what everybody else thinks. Well, he's starting to grow up, and he's saying, I don't care, because I don't want to stay in this energy forever. I love this person. I know I do. It's been confusing, and I'm scared, but there's nothing to be afraid of, because you work things out as you go. That's how it works. But you can stay in this energy in the darkness, holding a lantern for yourself, holding your head down, being in a hermit energy, being a confirmed bachelor all your life, alone, not having a little family of your own, even if it's just the two of you and some dogs or something, and you can stay in this energy and always wonder, or I feel like somebody's heart's cracked open, they're busting out, they're saying, I'm going for it. I'm going to just have the courage and the strength that she needs me to have, and I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to try it, and I'm going to do my very best, and I'm going to grow and learn. And yeah, there'll be mistakes, everybody makes them, but you'll correct each other, and you'll talk things out, and you'll start talking. You'll start talking, but you can stay in this energy all your life and wonder because you were afraid to get rejected. Or you can go forward and say, I'm, this is how I feel. I want to know. I want to know how you feel. You are never an asshole for telling someone that you really care about them and love them. Um, that doesn't make you an asshole. That makes you a hero. All right. So I suggest not staying. I don't know. Would you rather stay in this forever, wondering out of fear of rejection, not knowing, and worrying about what all your friends think or family thinks or whatever, letting people keep you stagnant because they're selfish and they want something from you? Or you can take that leap, stop fighting it, take that leap, talk to her, whoever she is, talk to her. And I got a feeling she's mature enough that she gets confused sometimes, maybe, but she's also mature enough to listen. But trust me, I got a feeling this person is divine. She's smart, and if there's any bullshit you're coming at her with, like thinking, oh, she's a sucker, I can suck her and bang her, and then say peace out, bitch. She's gonna see right through that, and it's not gonna happen. There's no friends with benefits with a divine feminine. She's divine. She's chosen. She's got a mission, and jump on board because the mission's gonna be amazing. Otherwise, you stay in this energy, and you wind up old and alone. But when this card came out, it said Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary. It's like you're starting to come into desiring your own inner sanctuary with your own little family, a little family of your own. And people always say, oh, the kids, and the little pink house with the white picket fence. It doesn't have to be. It's 2021 out there. It's like some people don't choose to have kids, especially with the world being as crazy as it is right now. And some people can't have kids. So I never say to have kids and all that, because two people can be a family, you know. So anyway, because I used to hear readers say that all the time, and I can't have kids anymore. And so it bothered me when they were saying, oh, star seeds, and they've come together to do a mission in Twin Flames, and they have to have a baby with this person. That's like bullshit. So anyway, it's Zen Garden time. You're breaking free, and it's inner sanctuary time. And I have a feeling they know where their inner sanctuary is. It's within themselves first, with the divine and their divine counterpart. You're ready. Get set and go. The only way else is this. That is prison, if you ask me. The only way to get a rejection for real is if you bring it on yourself by sabotaging it yourself and not speaking your truth. So, speak, divine masculine, speak. We need to hear you. God has a plan for you. You have a mission to carry out. The world's in trouble, and us divine feminines we're tired of, being battle-born by ourselves, and we're just waiting on our kings to catch up to us, whoever they may be. And now, mentioning tired, I'm going to bed. I just had to finish that reading. I think that turned out really beautiful, and that was an excellent clarifier. And I believe you have a sanctuary somewhere that you think about. And it started within yourself by clearing all this, starting at ground zero. I believe the divine feminine that you have in mind has done the same. She's worked really hard, and you can too. But 38, the number 38, both of them are very divine numbers. 3 is numerology for the Empress or the Emperor. 8 is eternity. So there's like, you go knight or page, knight, king, queen, or whatever. Emperor and Empress. And then high priestess, high priest. These are people who are emperor and empress mode. They're supposed to be together. And she looks pretty peaceful. She looks like, she's got her Zen garden, and she's saying, where your inner sanctuary is there. 38, 3 plus 8 is 11. And that is divine union in every way, with him in your heart and on your mind, following him, following his guidance. Because if you're breaking free and your heart's cracked open, you are being led and guided by the divine, and you're being tugged. There's a tug. You don't resonate with any of these old frequencies anymore, and you kick them to the curb. You can't help it. You just don't enjoy hanging out with these people anymore. You're seeing the truth behind the lies, and there's a Zen garden out there for you. Someone's created their own. She went first. She did a lot of hard work, and she's got her own Zen garden, and you know where it's at, and I know you want to contribute to it. I feel it. So go for it. Stay battle-born. Much love, much light, and everybody sleep in heavenly peace. God bless everybody. Heal. Just heal and have courage. You're not an asshole and a dumbass if you tell someone how you feel about them, and it's genuine and loving and kind. Okay? Trust. Have faith. Good night.